Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there at 22.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
James White's first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Caden Smith, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Now Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First down, here's White. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Ravens.
On 2nd and 12, Newton under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A week ago they dominated, and he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd. They had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens go now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Miles Boykin, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Brooks able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5.
Shame on you.
2 more to his total.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with
They ain't
no
gonna run. Think he gonna run all the way to Will.
They'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on the first play from scrimmage.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Being chased out, got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 20 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd.
Hopper was popping. Damn, hoop session back on. Niggas crazy, bro. Nigga, we need more snow days, G.
And change our momentum.
Somebody call to make sure Henstrom ain't goddamn kick the bucket over there eating that goddamn old ass roast. On the pick 5.
It's Jacoby Myers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard.
Why you ain't got but 1? Everybody else got 5.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Y'all sound like y'all been in some shootouts too, boy.
For the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know,
RG's only got 1 kill then.
I have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this
thought,
entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
I'm not getting no fuck what used to be, dude.
He lost the football. It's out, and the Ravens have got it. And now look at him go.
I'm not getting no fuck what used to be, dude.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots, nothing.
Yeah, all them goddamn shootouts. I just heard you niggas in.
Possibly have First and goal from the, and he'll get
he ain't paint a bit.
Justice Hill, his third touchdown now on the year, and the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10.
Hey, BG, did you ever figure out is it a way to switch your shooting on that shit?
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And the running lanes
switch your shooting when you can shoot with R1.
As they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
How I do that? Oh, never mind, bro. I'm coming out with the
Now they'll come up on second and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him.
Why y'all ain't play for us?
6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum.
Well, I don't know.
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their speed.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up
Who
with.
Shit can I hear talking? Who shit is that? Who TV is that?
We're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. On first and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jordan Brooks bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He can run for it, and he will. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time again to see Miles Boykin and the Ravens offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Makes the score Ravens 35.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
They start to drive with White, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the gun, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. Upon a 46, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Time again to see Miles Boykin and the Ravens offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team.
What y'all playing over?
Press him, double him, triple him, all those things. But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
I hope there ain't no shit to where they motherfuckers don't know what the hell going on.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third
Hey, look,
down.
why y'all down here?
They'll run with White. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return.
1st and 10. At their own 41.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Open man is Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Newton on first down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Open man right side, Myers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
BG, the shit y'all playing like Alcatraz?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time
It is
on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far. But
so why y'all quit playing the other shit?
Seemingly
with the quad.
over air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Time again to see Miles Boykin and the Ravens offense. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they come late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away,
I want some beers,
his guys
man.
continue to pour it on.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for New England. 62 yards. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Now White lost the football. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
White, the ball carrier.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He can run for it, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
And goal to go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. He
Get the fuck out of here.
Into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Time again to see Miles Boykin and the Ravens offense. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's been a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete.
They go play action now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's up and good. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you. And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. But he's found a way so far here in the second half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Opting to run again here with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jordan Brooks. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Man, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche that's coming right on top of them. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Steps away to his left. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Ravens add on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football.
How many times they let you come back in that shit?
Catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with the first down as they begin the drive. They have been struggling. I
So what we
mentioned
do?
at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jordan Brooks in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. On third down, Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Brooks in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Around one for me.
There to make the grab. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
It's no that.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He said what?
31-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
What the fuck he do?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there.
They've had a few motherfucking careers, goddamn.
Operating from the gun, Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Brooks in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record.
that right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And he took the contact as he was throwing it.
You want BG to come get you?
Incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass.
What a whole session there,
tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do.
Me, you, D.Y., Will, Mike, Corey. That's it.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Oh, you right. You so motherfucking sorry. We don't count you. You like 0.5.
Just another tremendous performance in this one. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Shit, they will. You got BG on your team.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away.
Tell me you wish a nigga would. Yeah, they will. You got BG on your team. He trash.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off play action, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Devin Duvernay there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Queen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset.
Mike, you don't play that dude on my mic?
Come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards.
Throwing is Jackson.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw again
quiet y'all niggas.
Newton. And that one got
tipped. Watching out the whole time, man.
It brings up 3rd.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Play action. It's Newton. pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Jackson off the play fake. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson gets intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick.
Hey, Rosen, fuck that nigga.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake. Jackson being chased out left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now.
Yo, broadcast up, BG.
We've got no shot to beat this team.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll go right back to Green, but this time it's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.